Good morning, heroes, and welcome back on this Saturday. We are back on here with our Shaman. We're trying to go tank Shaman with it. Um, so hopefully this goes well for us. We finished up last night. I went ahead and ran down here and finished up this. I know it shows that there's stuff there, but we're going to complete that quest when we're up here. We got to level 11 last night, so we've put 2 points here into enhancing totems to increase the strength. Just to give you kind of a quick rundown of the next few levels here, we're going to put points here and points here, so we can drop down to this next row to put points here. Basically, I'm going to keep going in that manner with the points that we're applying to everything until we get to a point where I need to come back. We're going to put 3 points into this here, which will help us get further down this tree. I know we're doing a hardcore challenge, so that means we can't do things like dungeons and what have you, but by going the tank version of it, it gives us way more survivability. Yes, we do a little bit less damage overall, but I'm going tank just in case Devin's able to play and catch up with us. It makes it easier for me to be able to grab aggro and then him just obliterate anything that moves. I think he said he was going Ret Paladin, which is kind of a really good choice for this for us. But I think that's the route he said he was going. Looks like we've got all the buffs up today, so we've had a lot of people pop scrolls already early this morning. And because of the time it's taking us to get through this, just because of work and what have you, we went from having a whole bunch of people doing the same quests or in the same area as us doing quests to now we're kind of all by ourselves, which I kind of like. So big plus there. Let's see here. I did look it up. I still do have the what you call it, the build guide for the tank Shaman, which is what we're following for this guy. I keep forgetting anytime I log out, I gotta make sure that when I log back in, I get my book back up. Right now we're trying to get to level 15 so that we can get our actual tank ability going. Because that is what we're going to be waiting on. And now we finally have all of our cloths. So now it's just a nuke anything that twitches kind of thing, which is fine. Help him out. Okay, so it looks like everything else has been nuked out here. So we can go ahead and go inside now. I think the big problem for us is going to be the Marines. question is... Alright. I don't know where he's running to, because the boss should be in here. But we've got 4 levels to go. And then we should be alright with everything else. They really should have... If they were anticipating having a lot of people try this hardcore challenge this month, they really should have increased the spawn rates and stuff. I'm not saying make it ridiculous like it was... oh man, I'm gonna say when Bronzebeard first launched. Yeah, when Bronzebeard first launched, the spawn rates were so ridiculous high. You couldn't do anything. Like, you'd take out somebody and then it was just... They were like up within a second or two. And so... It made it very difficult. So I'm not saying make it that high again, but honestly, like, they need to increase the spawn rate if you're gonna have a challenge like this. And there we go. Just need 2 more of them. By the way, we're actually going to be changing our gear. We need to go agility. I don't have the agility mail gear, so I will be changing our gear over to the agility leather gear. Not quite what we want to do, but agility is actually going to help us out a lot more. Like, our primary stat is going to be stamina followed by agility instead of intellect and spirit. We don't need either of those. And the reason I say that is because we want as much block chance as we can get. Looks like we need 3 more Marines and we need 3 more Sailors in order to complete this quest. And I'm starting to see more people in this area, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Why is there a level 24 undead warrior out here? Oh, okay, I miscounted. I thought I had... Okay. We need 3 more Sailors. Here we go. know if Devin's gonna get on with us at any point with these characters. I'm not 100% positive on that, but definitely. Definitely hope he will, because it would make taking stuff out a lot faster, because we actually are taking a reduced amount of damage to have our Earth Shield on. Alright, that quest is now done, so we can mount up and get the heck out of Dodge. Right now, I'm not too worried about professions, since all we're doing is gathering quests. I was thinking about it yesterday and last night while I was at work. I think that doing professions is a good way to get XP, but more importantly, if we were going to use it as a way to benefit our character more, as well as if we were going to use it to potentially use the auction house, then professions is a lot more worth it. But as it stands, like, there's no real reason for us to use any of the gathering professions. So doing things like making bandages and stuff like that is actually more beneficial to us, because we can use the bandages instead of having to waste mana on healing. Somebody came through here and cleared out the place, so they haven't fully respawned yet. I'm fairly confident if I was to go elemental or the melee enhancement build, we'd probably be doing a lot more damage, but I want to focus on survivability for our character. Plus, I really liked the tank when we were trying to make it the last time. So, I mean, he's like in the 40s. So we had almost gotten done with the tank last time, before we stopped doing Bronzebeard altogether. Go. And then we just need this guy right here to be the last quill bore we need. There we are. And now we just run across and we take out all these guys, or as many of them as we can, and hope that somebody has not cleared out that area. And then we get to go turn everything in here. And that will most likely get us to about 12 and a half, give or take. It'd be nice if we could hit, 13, but it is what it is. Just trying to get what we can done. this go around, unlike when we were over on COA, we are not going to be trying to take on any of the rares unless I know for a fact I can take it down. We got so close with our shoot, what were we trying to do? It was the melee Rune Master. Our Rune Master was so close to taking down a rare before we got taken down. And then we had to go to work, and then next thing you know, the server's been down for days. And supposedly, quick update for those that need it, supposedly, according to some of the people on Discord that are helpers for the dev team, they are not planning to have it back up by this weekend, but possibly by sometime next week, is what they said. Yep, just need 2 more of the Dust Runners. 1 more Dust E-Runner. There's my last Dust Runner. Mount up before we accidentally aggro anything and get the heck out of Dodge. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. So what we do is we come up here, we turn that in, we fall down, we do the water thing and turn it in, and then we turn in everything else. Definitely going to hit at least level 12, which is a plus. Only real downside to doing hardcore is the fact that we do not have access to dungeons or Mana Storm. You probably wouldn't want to do either. You get a bad tank or a bad healer on a dungeon and the whole group wipes, and that's no bueno. And then in Mana Storm, the point is to go until everybody wipes. So again, no bueno there. But it also means that our leveling experience will be a little bit slower. I just feel like if you're doing any kind of challenge that's going to limit you from being able to go in and do dungeons and what have you. What? Did I not fill it? I was special. Or it's on a timer and I didn't realize it. Because I swear we filled it before we went running off yesterday. It'd be funny if I could sit here and fill it. That's hilarious. Alright.
Strength and what can I help you with?
Strength and honor.
Speak, friend. Speak, friend.
Sug. Strength and honor.
There we go. That quest is now complete. And you in. They're all 25, so it doesn't matter. There's our next levels. Now we get to max that out. Actually, we can't run up there for a quest, so yeah, it's all right here. We'll run over to break a few eggs, turn that one in first.
Lokar.
Because then you can... Oh, this way.
Brawl on. What do you do? Go forth to victory. Strength and honor. Strength.
Okay, Dark Storms. So now we run over here, we do this, and then the 2 quests here to turn all that in, and then we just have all the harpy stuff, Dark Storms, and alligators. So, that is how I go through and do all my stuff. And actually, it looks like we have a quest inside there, and I think it's the way, it might be the Way of Fire quest. It doesn't tell me what Swart wants. What does Swart want? That takes me into the Barrens. What you want, Swart? I don't want to go running off if it's a quest I actually need. Use Shaman Trainer? Yeah, it's going to be Way of Fire.
Speak, friend.
Ball of Fire, there we go.
Strength.
Alright, so it looks like we picked up... Oh, so when we do that, it does not do that. Okay. I know we picked up, like, Call of... Or not Call of Fire. We picked up... Fire Nova, so anytime we have, like, Searing Totem down, we can pop Fire Nova, and it has an AoE Nova effect now. We also picked up Purge, which allows us to remove 1 beneficial magical effect from an enemy. Let's see. Oh, and then we ended up getting Ancestral Spirit. Ugh. I can't wait till we get the ability to click 1 button and drop all 4 of our totems. It's the one thing from Shamans we're just, like, really missing right now. Oh, you were just at that boat. I keep accidentally right-clicking. We'll go out to the regional boat that I used to go to all the time. This one right out here. It's a little bit further away. That's why I don't go to it as often. But if we've got people out here collecting all the tools, then we gotta change up where we're going. Don't see anything there. But I see all the ones in my original spot. The nice, serene quietness of water. I liked doing all the swimming stuff until they added in the zone in Cataclysm that was completely underwater. That place was annoying. I hated it. There's a difference between happening to just sometimes be in water and then making an entire zone underwater. No bueno. Our Taran has good form, though. I mean, look at that. Good form. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. Right at that tree is a quest that takes us into that cave as well, so we're going to go do that. There's a World Forged item right here. I can't remember if this is a bag or not. And it's not, so that makes it money. It'd be nice when we get our travel form or our ghost wolf or whatever it's called, for the shaman. So that for short sprints I don't need to mount up. I just click it and we run. Oh, got more people doing the cave now. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it, bud. Level 13 Orc Hunter.
Yeah, what do you want?
If everybody's doing the stuff up top, I'll work my way backwards. It's fine. Quick, I'm gonna run right over here. Pick up this. Got it. Ah. Come on, brute. Spawn, jeez. See what I mean? Like, the spawn rates for stuff needs to be increased a little. There's all 7 of those, so we're done there. So, like, let me put Nova on my bar real quick. I don't typically use Fire Nova all that much, but because I have a Fire Totem out right now, I cast Nova and it does damage in a AoE around it. And I can cast it as often as I have the mana and totem available for it. So it helps, but at the same time, it's not really what I want. Okay. Alright. It's a bummer, but it's going to take us a bit to get this quest done since there appears to be about 4 other people in here. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but having the fire totem is better than no totem. Okay. This will be our last sorceress that we need. And then we just need a bunch of those. We need 5 more Meridons. Those are both sorceresses. Can I sneak past y'all? Yep. Two more, and I see the 2 that I need. Last one. Hey, Bear Druid. And if he just came in, then I don't have to worry about the stuff that's outside the tunnel mouth, so. Oh, he didn't take everything out here at the tunnel mouth. Weird. But whatever. We're done with those quests. We're done. We could now
Interesting.
run off, collect all of our XP. Let's look at where Call of Fire wants us to go, right? So, show on map. Okay, so that, okay, yeah, is in the Barrens. Whew. We'll go turn this in, turn around, go turn in
Blood and thunder.
the cave one that we just did. There's level 13. So now we're going to grab 1 point into Earth's Grasp. So at level 14, we'll put our 2nd point into Earth's Grasp, and then at level 15, we get to put a point in our last, or level 15, because 14 will go here, 15 will actually go here into Thundering Strikes, which will increase our critical strike with all skills and attacks, so I like that. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go run up, turn in shinies and pick up that next quest. We're gonna go out and around to pick up the one for the bags. Then come back down and around to take out harpies, pick up as many bags as we can, talk to Misha, go run and do the alligator quest, come back, do Dark Claw, then come and finish any harpies or bags that we need to collect, and then turn everything in. Trying to make it as easy peasy lemon squeezy. Level 9 mage. Yeah, if Devin had said he wanted to go tank on the Paladin, I would have made a Frost Mage. Because then he could tank a bunch of stuff being a paladin, and I could just sit there and obliterate stuff as a frost mage. Okay, so we've collected her quest. So like I said, we're going to actually run down this way and then run out to go grab the... and actually, we'll go ahead and grab up the blue gun here just so that we don't forget. Because I did that at one point. I had to go do a whole bunch of other running around I didn't want to do. So we don't get Ghost Wolf, which is our travel form, until level 16, which is fine. We're only 3 levels out from there. Our next Mystic enchant is at 15, and we will be putting Earthen Spike there. Requires Earthen Guardian, right? But Primal Strike no longer costs mana, and summons an Earthen Spike below the target, dealing high threat physical damage to nearby enemies as well. And restores 30% of our base mana. So, and it reduces it by 2 seconds. So instead of it being an 8-second cooldown, it's a 6-second cooldown. So we're able to spam it a little bit more often. It's going to give us way more, it's going to keep our mana up. It's just, overall, it's a really good skill.
Yo! Have a good one!
Now, for leveling purposes, typically, if you're not going to be doing dungeons and mana storms, I wouldn't recommend going tank for leveling because it is a little bit slower. I would recommend probably going elemental, just max out your lightning bolt, max out, you know, your shock skills. So, like, concussion and conviction are both really good. So this reduces the mana cost, this increases the damage. So, 10% there and 10% there if you're to go in that route. Lightning has a lot of really, or the Elemental has a lot of really good stuff going for it. We could have gone melee with enhancement instead of trying to go tank, so we wouldn't be running Earthen Guardian. These would be a little bit different just because we would be wanting to do as much physical damage as we possibly could. But at the end of the day, it really just boils down to what type of shaman are you gonna try and do. Are y'all trying to steal my bags? I got died. Wind Furies are all dead. Looks like people have picked up all my bags, too, punks. I think that's what that guy's looking for, our bags. Yeah, what now? Now you're gonna come running back here on your mount being like, where'd all the bags go? Why haven't the bag respawn, man? I don't understand where the bag is. It's because I stole the bags. We just need 2 more bags. See if I can get lucky here. I don't see the guy. If I remember correctly, there's supposed to be 1 more. Nope. One spawned right underneath that guy. Ha ha ha! Man, warriors are super popular, man. We tried doing a warrior, and I just couldn't do it. You're not gonna get it. Sorry, bud. I saw you running for it, man. I gotta get me a new computer chair. This one's falling apart. I've had this for 3 years? No, it's gotta be longer than that. Because I think I had this at my apartment. Yeah, I had this at the apartment. So this is going on like 4, almost 5 years now. So, crazy. But it's slowly falling apart, so we're gonna have to get us a new one. Kind of a bummer. It's crazy seeing all these bodies of people who have failed whatever challenge they were working on. Alright. Let's go get Misha's quest. We can come back and do more. Now look at all these guys that were trying to take out Fizzle Claw on hardcore and bit the dust. You gotta be careful with Fizzle Claw, man.
What can I do for you?
Fizzle Claw is probably your first major, like, DPS check for DPSers. If we were playing a true tank, like a Paladin or a Warrior tank, probably wouldn't be too much of an issue. But because we're playing a Shaman tank and we don't really have AoE damage, so to speak, right now, we're all single target. And the fact that we're having to rely on Lightning Bolt still for our primary damaging ability. Because eventually we'll get more skills here that will help us with doing melee damage. But until then, I mean, yeah, we're stuck with come here. We're stuck with using what tools we have available. Okay, there's the Ammy. Got that one on the first one. I like it when that happens. But, yeah. For going to tank Shaman, I feel like we're going about as fast as we could go. I think the Hunter, had we gone Survival Hunter, even with a pet, I think would have gone a little faster than this guy, but not by much. I still think the hardest class that we've had to level, aside from obviously the Warrior, because we stopped trying to level the Warrior, was the Mage, just because of how often it ran out of mana. The Mystic enchants for that thing are atrocious. But we basically just leveled the Mage by doing Mana Storms and dungeons. We didn't really go off doing too many quests. So I'm gonna slowly work my way through all these guys here. We just got to be careful because there is a rare that spawns out here. He's a blue. And that dude hits like a truck. So I do not want to fight him at all. Okay, let's get some mana up. But, yeah. I mean, Shamies are a lot of fun. I like the Shaman. Especially the fact that it added this particular build for tanking to it. The only other real build I really wanted to try out, but I couldn't see a way of doing it in hardcore without having a teammate, is the Battle Priest. There is a DPS healing priest build that they created for here. Ooh. Okay, so that's not who I thought it was. Oh, for a second I started to freak out because he was coming right at me. I thought that lightning hide was the rare. How did you parry my attack, this special? Oh, the dude's name was I Love Hot Moms. The nose. If I can skip some fight. Oh, he's coming right back at me. That's fine. I throw lightning bolts too, bud. Ugh, all these poor guys that tried to come out here and do fizzle and died. I don't know if they died from an elite, or if they died from a thunder lizard, or they tried to pull and nobody else was out here, and Lord knows. There's plenty of combinations as to what happened that caused them to bite the dust. It doesn't say that they are hardcore characters. Which is a bummer. Because it takes Fizzle a while to spawn. Go over here and get this mine though. Level 11, level 10 warrior. Dance! while we wait for Fizzle Claw. I think I got it. I did. I don't really feel like fighting my way out, so we're just gonna hearth our way out. It's a different way to go turn all this in, but... Oh, look at the dual druids there. Twist and shift. I doubt they're the same team. There used to be... Oh, no, it's not this one. I think it's the one that's in the Barrens that has the priest mystic enchant that you can get. Okay, pick up his quest. We'll just kind of have to go a little backwards. We still need to grab 2 more harpies. So what we'll do is we'll go turn in the Lost But Not Forgotten, and then we will make our way back to the Queen by trying to take out the 2 harpies we still have left. And then we will turn hers in, and then we just have to run up the road, turn his in, and do his secondary quest. Doesn't feel like we've accomplished a lot, but at the same time, it feels like we've accomplished a lot in the hour that we've been streaming, so I'll take it. Again, I wish Devin was on, but it is what it is. We'd probably have to make like another character to start leveling with him. I don't know if he made his paladin and tried to catch up to me or not. I didn't want to bug him as early as I got up on a Saturday when the dude's off work, so... It's like, I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and I normally would text him and be like, hey, I'm gonna start streaming, yada yada. But with it being a Saturday, I was just like, man, homie can get whatever sleep he can get. Okay, turn this one in. Still the worst, like, that is the worst acting of all time for crying. I think they did that on purpose to make it that bad, but at the same time, it's like, please stop. See, we're not really using the heal all that much, so I'm just gonna move it. I need 1 more of these yellow ones. So we can turn in her quest. And I need boonies. We gotta have like 3 gold in order to what you call it? We don't need you. We need 3 gold in order for us to be able to increase our mount speed, which I feel would be incredibly crucial. I'm not going to worry about any of the professions right now. There's that last yellow one we need. Okay. Now let's go turn in the Harpy Queen quest, and then we can turn in the bags, grab his next quest, and just continue on from there. Okay. Just a bummer, like, how far out I'm gonna have to run to get to the Queen again. But I want to run through town anyway, because I want to empty out our bags. Because we've got a bunch of stuff to open and sell.
Blood and thunder.
Dun, 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 dun. There's one gold.
For the horde.
We'll run in here real quick.
What can I help you with?
Browsy the goods. And we'll open those up
Go
here
forth
in a
to
bit.
victory.
See if we get anything okay for this guy. I could have sworn I had that mount. Oh, no, I have that mount on retail. Yo, that's the first priest I've seen. Ugh. I really wish we had the money so that we could get our mount speed up. This 40% mount speed is ridiculous. But if you're not wasting money on professions and stuff of that nature, typically by the time you get to the crossroads is when you're going to have enough gold to increase your mount speed. If you're not just off, you know, farming areas to get like plants and stuff like that. By the time we turn this in, we will be level 14. We're really going to start getting to the part where I may just bite the bullet and buy an XP scroll. I don't know. I may wait to do the XP scroll for if Devin and I start playing together and we get into a nice little groove. I might get us both an XP scroll just so that we can level a little faster. The big problem is I don't know what Mystic Enchants Devin has for whatever class he's wanting to go with, right? Because, like, I have my Lava Sweep, like, legendary one, as well as my Stormbound Instincts, depending on which way I want to go with that. I'm probably going to go Lava Sweep, if I'm being honest. Because, like, here's the thing, just to look at this real quick. So, requires Earthen Guardian. All shock spells deal bonus threat, generate a stack of Maelstrom weapon, if known, and increase your chance to dodge the next attack by 20%. 30% of the damage dealt with your shock spreads to enemies within 10 yards of your target. Casting Primal Strike, Lightning Bolt, or Chain Lightning makes your next shock spell trigger no cooldown. Or we could go Lava Sweep, which just transforms Lava Lash into Lava Sweep. This ability scales from your Lava Lash modifiers. Lava Sweep, unleash a fiery sweep of lava in front of you, dealing 100% main hand weapon damages fire to your main target and 80% to other targets. If your weapon is enchanted with Flame Tongue, which we pretty much keep it as, the damage is increased by 50%. If you're using a one-handed weapon, which we will be, it's increased again by 25%. So, like, we have quite a bit going for us. If we go Lava Lash, we have the ability to get a ton of damage pulled up. Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt, and Stone Skin all get upgrades. But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, is like, there were several other classes I thought about trying, but when it came down to doing solo, I was just like, I want something I know will do some good damage. I want something that I know will do some good survivability, and that left me with two classes that I could think of. One was Druid, going like Bear Druid, and the other one was the Shaman tank. But I wanted classes that I had not maxed yet, so I didn't want to go do another Ranger or another Mage, just because, again, I've already got those guys up to max level, so level 60. There is a rare that can spawn out here, guys, so just be a little careful. Let's go ahead and mana up. Thankfully, it looks like we're pretty alone out here, so I'm not too worried about enemies. If we're not alone, that's fine, but it feels like we're a little alone out on this side, so we'll go that route. I will say the next one that we do, if for whatever reason this guy bites the dust, we will go Warlock, and we will go Undead. So, unless there's a different class that you guys want to see, I'm hoping we don't bite the dust. Like, I'm super hoping we can get this guy all the way up. It may take us a little bit longer than normal. The other thing too is we may never finish this run if COA comes up. Just, I want to set that precedent right now. If COA comes up, we will be going back over to COA. We'll still be doing hardcore runs, but I want to do COA. We'll be doing giveaway for COA. I'm going to come up with specifics that we got to do in order for me to be able to do a giveaway, because it can get expensive for me to do COA keys or books or whatever you want to call it to people. So I got to figure out a way that it makes sense, to where it's not going to cost me too much money to do it. So let me guess. They ran from this side after taking everything out. You punks. Oh, it's a mage. A mage and a shaman. Okay, mage is having lag issues. He's got a dope mount. I like that. Yeah, we already cleared all that out, buds. Sorry. We need 4 more savages and 1 more witch. Can I hit that one? Okay, so now we just need the savages, which are the dark colored ones. Those. Does the mage need more? I mean, I'll help Magey. They were nice enough to invite me to their group. Okay, mage left. Or he's getting water, one of the two. Giga Blaze, I love that. Well, I guess he's going fire then. Leave party. Let's go get all this turned in. It's nice when we've got other hardcore people wanting to do like help out with quests and whatnot. Giga Blaze. Now, if I had to guess, he's gonna go Pyro. Can I get close enough to inspect? I could have sworn the other shaman said that all he needed was 1 more, but he may have said that he only had 1. I don't know. We'll see. The shaman continues.
What's up? Be good.
Just trying to get to 15 so I can get my skill. Points there, then I forget what's in these next couple rows. I'll have to look at that later. I doubt it's going to be a concern trying to get 5 points here and then worry about the next few rows. I think we're going to be picking up Lava Lash. Elemental Weapons is always good. But in theory, we'll be close to level 20 when we pick up Lava Lash. It's like, this is, 15 would be our first point, 20 would be our first point, 25. So by the time we get to this row here, we'll have our legendary enchant. Pick up his quest. He wants us to go north, young man. Haven't you been told? There's demons in them hills. It's the only downside I feel with this, like, if we weren't doing a hardcore challenge and we were running, you know, a scroll of XP and a potion of XP, this dude would already be in the 20s by now. But it is what it is. What's up, level 14? There's so many people. Let's heal up. Don't bite the dust warrior. Now, that's what you get for not paying attention to your health, and you were like, oh, I'll just go ahead and take everybody out. Cool. I mean, that grab aggro real quick. Okay, got rid of those. Well, there you go. We're all done. Ah. Oh, no. Says we need one more. Everything seems to be disappearing, which means they'll be respawning here shortly, so we'll just come back to the mouth of the cave. And then for giggles, stuff should be respawning by now. Hey, this is my point. Okay, I guess we can keep going the way we were going, as long as the hunter didn't go this way. want to give me the drops. There we go, finally. And there's the warrior. So he was not doing a hardcore run, so he died, it doesn't really matter. Great. We gotta quickly take this guy out. That's what I was afraid of. Then turn around. Okay, let's go get this quest turned in so we can go to Orgrimmar and get the heck out of here. Downside to everybody on Bronzebeard, this is the other reason why I really like COA, is we never really had that problem. Alrighty, quest complete. And I believe, yeah, it's this.
For the whole.
And then we wait for him to give us our quest.
Loktar. Makral.
Come on.
Thrall Hall. May your blades never dull.
Sure, whatever, dude. I just want to go into Orgrimmar, turn everything in so we can start doing the Barons. 9:30, okay. Plenty of time. Ooh. I don't aggro everything in sight. But we are officially done with this, with the exception of technically 2 quests. This poison quest here, it's actually in a little hut right up here. But there's a poison quest there that requires you to go to Orgrimmar, come back out here, take out some stuff, go back to Orgrimmar, then come back out and give him the thing. I hate that quest because there's too much back and forth. And then there's another one that you can get from Thrall that will make us come back out to Skull Rock, take out a different guy, and then go from there. Let's see, that was a Warlock, level 11. Bit off more than he could chew and died. He lasted... I don't know if that's saying he died 17 hours ago or if he lasted 17 hours and 39 minutes. Yeah, so his duration of hardcore was 17 hours, 39 minutes. That's a long time to only make it to level 11. But he died 5 hours ago. Look at that, level 60 elemental shaman having a blast over there. Oh my god, look at how many people are here. I love that wolf. We go down into the cleft of shadows, turn that in. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. And I forgot he actually gives us another quest.
Blood and thunder.
There we go. The other one is the quest to go into Ragefire Chasm and defeat the last boss. Not happening, brother. No way, no hows. Oh, I forgot. There's also this quest over here. I'm just like spacing out hard, y'all.
May your blade never dull.
Absolutely spacing. Be like that old Star Trek song where it's just like Star Trekking across the universe. It's a good song. Used to listen to that a lot while I was in high school. Alright. Go turn this in.
Spirits be with you, stranger. How may I?
Yep. So if you talk to Thrall, he gets hidden enemies. The spirits of Stone Talon. He wants us to go to Stone Talon Mountain, not have it. Alright. Got another Mystic Scroll. We're up to 4 Mystic Scrolls. And actually, fastest way to do what I want to do, plus there's another quest that we can do, so more XP, which will get us closer to level 15. So yay. But really, in order to be in the Barrens, you want to be level 15. We are going to talk to this guy here. He gives us Conscript of the Horde, which is fine. And then we're going to run up. There's a new quest that we can do there. If we were on... if we were doing a 2-man team, there's also a arena-style quest up here that you can do. I don't want to risk it with this guy, because I don't know if we can do enough damage to take all of them out. And it would be a dumb way for our Shaman to die. He got a big old sword. Look at your big old sword. I want to say he's going Fury then. Let's go see if he'll let me look at his build. Lightning Bolts. Elemental, he's got 3 points into that. So I wonder if then he's actually got a staff equipped? He does. Dang. Where the crap did he get that? That is a huge staff. I wonder if he prestiged that character. Because that's at Westfall, which leads me to believe that that's Alliance territory.
Hey there.
Loktar.
Okay, so that still doesn't give us anything. I wonder what it was supposed to give us. Okay. I mean, I can heal. Can I just... Nope. Alright, well, I tried. But yeah, this is an arena-style quest. There's a dude up here. You talk to him, and... yeah. Maybe if there were more people out here, like, wanting to do this particular, I'd be like, somebody's fighting him. It's a paladin. I just can't see them. And I don't have target of target, so...
Sug. No car.
Almost up to 2 gold. Alright, so we are looking for the pigs, the scorpids, and the raptors. Our first raptor. Come, raptor. I wish to destroy you. Alright, we need one more boar. By the way, if you've got skinning, this is a perfect quest for you. Alright, let's mana up. Yeah, if you're a skinner, or if you've got cooking, because you get chunks of boar meat while you're out here too, this is a good place for you to get your professions leveled up pretty good. Especially since it's not a 100% drop chance on these guys. For me, it's usually the raptors that don't give me a 100% drop chance, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Right. Oh, really? Last scorpion, hopefully. Yep. Now we just need to go find more raptors. I need 2 more raptors. He respawns, so that's good. Because I don't see how I missed him if he's not a respawn. I love the wind effects out here. Almost level 15, come on. Just need 1 more raptor's blood. There we go. Raptor, please be nice to me. Ow! love it. Okay. Now we get to go turn this in. And now we can officially start the Barrens. The Wallborn Grounds. Level 15 Mystic Scroll. So I know I have that, have that. So we have all of these. We're going to go ahead and grab this one. And the reason for that is... Where'd they put it? Oh, wow. They changed the symbol. Okay. Since we have it as a scroll, we can immediately just apply it. And then we can click these. Laceration, Victory Rush, Feral Aggression, Ice Flows. So all of those I did not have. So, yay. Okay. Now we can head out towards the Barrens. We've got the Conscript of the Horde to turn in. We've got Call of Fire, Oxala, the Last Piece. All of that ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go use the restroom. As soon as we cross into the Barrens, we're going to hide up in that little fort right there. I'm going to go use the restroom really fast like, and then we're going to get back into it. We have an hour and 15 minutes currently left to go to try and get this guy up a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and put 1 point there. Boom. We're going to go into here. We hit level 15. Yay. What the? Homebound portal. We use a... What? Interesting. Alright. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick like, and then we will get right back into it with the Shaman. We're level 15. We now have our new Earthen Spikes. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It should have automatically swapped that over. I don't know. We'll look at it here in just a second. I will be right back, everybody. heroes, we are back. Sorry about that wait. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I ate something last night or my stomach is just angry at me this morning. I don't know. Goodness. Alright. Let's get back at it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and accept his quest. We're going to pick up our little power gem here. We're going to mount up and run. So there's really only 2 quests right now I can think of that have me a little concerned, right? So the first one is the quest that we're headed on, because there is an elite up there that we could take out, or could spawn there. Plus there's a lot of people around, so you can accidentally pull way too many people. So there's a high probability you could die there. The other one that gives me a little pause is turning in the crystal and doing that one, because that creature hits really hard. Thankfully we do have a self-heal, we have a taunt for that, stuff like that. So we just got to be a little careful on that quest. So hopefully everything goes well. We don't have really a pet or a demon or anything that can tank for us. We just have the one totem that's capable of helping us out. I'm going to swing by and collect this. This is for the Call of Fire quest.
Speak, friend.
And then we got to go way over there. So I want to complete this first. And then we can go do, turn that in. We'll go do the Call of Fire. And then we're going to go there. I believe the Call of Fire, we actually have to go back through. Yeah, we have to go back through the Valley of Trials. So we'll use up our gate to teleport back to, and then, to Razor Hill, and then we'll just take the cart. Hopefully it's there, back down towards the Valley of Trials. It's the fastest way to get there, since we only have 1.7 gold. Oh, please don't aggro me. There we go. Almost there. There's also a World Forged item as well as a Mystic Enchant up here. We'll try to grab both of those before we leave up here. I'm hoping, yeah. So like how that guy's. Can we help him out? Heal? Oh, we can't heal. Okay, so it did change the skill. It just didn't change the icon. So it doesn't look like the rare is here. So, in theory, all we got to do is get close enough. We don't even need to fight that guy. There we are. Objective complete. I don't know why the mage is just standing there. Turtle exiled. I take it he's coming from WoW. They got shut down. And then I just want to click this. And click this. So there you go. What is a human paladin doing here? Is he looking for people that are doing... Especially since he was question mark, which tells me he's at least 10 levels ahead. So he was 100% out here, most likely looking for people that are doing the high-risk PvP for the sole purpose of just taking them out. He's probably hoping that they're also in hardcore and doing high risk, which I think is the dumbest thing somebody could do, but what do I know? Alright. Run, turn this in, use our gate to go back to Razor Hill, hope that the cart is there so we can get back down to the trial, because we want to do Call of Fire. And it's the only way to get up there, because they took away... There used to be a path on the backside here that would get you up there. But the problem is when they added this new stuff, they had to take away that path. And so now the only way to get up to where we need to go is to actually come back into the Valley of Trials and go that way. Mystic's Roll. Sudden Aftermath. Casting Immolate on a monster which is not in combat triggers Aftermath. Slowing it by 70% for 5 seconds. In addition, your Aftermath increases the damage of your Immolate by 10%.
Strength and honor.
I want to see if the cart is just here on the other side of the river. Yeah, one day I was like, oh, I'll just be clever. I'll just go along this water and I should be able to get back up in there. Nope. Alright, so there's the cart. I'm just going to keep running at this point. We can cut across somewhere up over this way. Make it a tad bit shorter. I just want to get Call of Fire done so that we don't have to worry about it. Like, we don't really get anything except for the XP and the Runes of Ascension, but... I wonder. Just in case it starts to go, I want to angle just a little in front of it. Whew! Alright, there we go. Because, like, the thing is I'm almost 100% positive that our tank ability, I'd have to go look at our other Shaman, who's level 44 and is gotten up there with tanking, I'm curious to know if maybe instead of running, because like right now it says I'm only able to wear leather, so I don't have access to mail, right? If that's the case, maybe we go with the Shadowcraft gear, this stuff, because it's agility. And from everything that I read yesterday while I was at work, that's our best bet when it comes to our defenses, since we're not going spellcaster. So we'll give it a shot. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do. What is this? This is details. Alright. And then we're still running this because I want the dodge and defense, as well as our health. And I'm still running these because this gives us a ton of health, as well as hit and defense rating. So I think that's crucial for us. We're still running this one because, again, we get block, we get armor, we get defense rating and hit rating and stamina. I like all that. And then this we just swap to, which gives us attack power crit and agility and stamina. So if I had a tank one, we would go with it. Alright, so while we're running, angle that way. Let's get rid of all this. We're going to attempt the agility gear just to see if it's a little bit better for us in terms of being able to dodge, block, mitigate, all that fun stuff. There we go. In fact, I think our level 44 had just started to replace the heirloom gear with like regular purples and stuff that I was finding. Now, I don't think we're going to do quite as much damage as we were just doing, because no spell power. Can I sneak past you guys? Because I don't really want to fight everything again. Somebody's over there with a bubble. At least that's what it looked like. Aww. Oh no, that was a devotee, never mind. Hi everybody. Go ahead and attack it, I'll help. Or not. They're still worried about devotees. I'd have helped them take out the sorceress lady. I was about to say queen, but she's not a queen. I was going to help him take out this evil sorcerer. But you gotta come all the way back up here. Talk to this guy. And then from him, you come all the way up here. If I remember correctly. First step is to create a septet and bind you to the flame. Second item will be more dangerous, a regent pouch from one of the cultists of the Burning Blade. You can find them in a cave above the ravines. Seriously? I ran all the way up here for nothing. But see, the path that used to be back here does not exist anymore. Which is kind of a bummer. Like, they should add a path back in, since they want me to go over there and way over there. Alright, well, if that's the case, what we're going to do is we are going to Earth. I'll do Call of Fire at some other time. Let's go do this, and then we're gonna try to get the Barons started, because we only have an hour, and I don't want to waste that hour trying to do one quest when we could use that hour to do multiple quests. I thought we just ran up there and talked to him. That's my bad. Oh, good. The cart's here. We will waste time just sitting in the cart. Okay. Because this is going to take us right up to that bridge. And then we just run across over that way. Okay, let me pull up the build real quick that we're running. That's not it there. Yoink. Okay, so this way you guys can see what we're looking at. So this was sent to us by somebody who's maxed out and tested multiple builds as a enhancement tank, Bronzebeard Shaman. So agility, stamina, intellect. They say agility is literally your everything stat. It gives you attack power, which is more spell power from mental quickness talent, which we don't have yet. Direct block rating. Block chance is from spirit guard talent, dodge, and crit. Stamina is your overall health pool for tanking, and tank shamans seem to be over 5k at the moment with good gear. Great. Intellect is more attack power, but we don't need it right this second because we need the mental dexterity talent in order for it to work, which is just a bigger mana pool, which is yay. They have 4 builds that we could try at any point. We're running the same one that they're doing because it's the one that I believe we were doing on our other shaman. So this kind of just gives us a breakdown. So 3, 2, 0, 3, and then 0, 5, 0, 0, 2, 1, 1. Yeah. So that's all fun there. Let's get out of the cart. Out of the cart. Thank you. So you can kind of see like the pattern that we are trying to go with there. So we'll see how it ends up, but you know, I'm a stickler for if somebody has found the path that works, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I just need to make sure that that wheel works for me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But we gotta go over here just to get the stupid fire tar, and it's a random drop from there. And then when we get it, we gotta go take out cultists that are up here to then run all the way back down there. It's just too much running, man. Come on, devs. Like, there's gotta be an easier way to do that. Like, move stuff closer so we're not having to go run all over the dang place to finish this.
Look.
Alright. First major test of our build here. You know what I mean? He hits like a truck, bro. And I don't remember how much health we gotta get her down to. Oh, okay. There's level 16. Good night.
Lookta.
Go forth to victory.
Okay. It says we're done there. Follow the western road through the outpost. The inner turn left, follow the road south, find Sega Dark Run. Okay. Nature's Majesty. Requires 30 in Feral or 30 in Restoration in order to use this at level 45. Increases the critical strike chance of your Wrath, Starfire, Starfall, Nourish, and Healing touch spells by 4%. So honestly, the only one that this would help, in my opinion, would be the Restoration Druid, not the Feral Druid. Wind Shear, Ghost Wolf, yay, Lightning Shield, Rockbiter, Cure Toxins. So we now have Ghost Wolf. Wind Shear is an interrupt. We can go ahead and throw that on our board there. We're not really using the taunt, so meh. Let's get Ghost Wolf up. Ghost Wolf. Aw. This used to be an instant cast, I thought. But we move at the same movement speed as our mount, so it's still only 40%. So it's whether you want to go Ghost Wolf or if you want to go your mount. We'll go Ghost Wolf until we can get our mount up to 60. Because actually, if I remember correctly on our other Shaman, this stays at 40%. Whereas our mount can go to 60 and 100. Let's see, we've got 45 minutes. Okay. Tomorrow, guys, I'm going to work on a couple videos. One is going to be for add-ons that I use here on Ascension. And then the other one, I don't know. I'll think of something. I got to get a couple videos made up so that I can get some stuff out for you guys. We would be doing build videos if COA had not gone down. We would have had several build videos for you guys already. But unfortunately, COA is going through a wee bit of a difficult time right now. So, just waiting for that to get all fixed so we can get back over to COA so I can get build videos done for you guys and I can get some hardcore challenges done for you guys over on that server. And we're going to have to start from scratch. Like, we're going to have to do our Stormbringer again. We're going to have to do the Ranger. And, I mean, we'll eventually do all the classes. But my primary focus is going to be getting the Stormbringer back up. Because we're going to have to get him to where I can finish up build videos for you guys. Plus, whatever... Okay, can't do any of the... Holy cow! Maybe the Barrens was not a good idea to come to. Good night, there's so many people. But yeah, so I mean, we gotta get him leveled up. then start all the build videos again because of all the changes that are probably going to happen between going alpha to beta. And then, I mean, it's just, there's so much that we're going to have to get done. So, the faster they can get COE out, the better for us. On the 28th, however, that Tuesday and Wednesday, aside from any bowling that I'll be doing, on those days, we are going to be focused on Diablo 4 because the Warlock is coming out on the 28th.
Blood and thunder.
So that's going to be fun to be getting into that. I'll pick up all of the quests, and then I will get rid of the ones that we just don't need or care about or want to do. I know I don't want that one because it's going to ask me to go to Rashialt. We don't need that because it's Bundle of Hides. It wants us to go to Thunderbluff. I was about to say, there's an invisible person there. And then the quest that's over here is Meets to Orgrimmar. And it wants us to go back to Orgrimmar. I'm not doing it. Alright, so as you can see, we already have all the questies. We normally go up here and do the Harpies. I'm going to go ahead and go this way instead, though. We'll take out the Plane Striders and then get over there because we can get the Tar for our Call of Fire, so I can do that later. And then we can also get the quests done for... which one is it? The... Disrupt the attacks. And I don't know, maybe tomorrow, just for giggles, we'll do some Smite. We'll stream Smite in the morning. Just for giggles. See how well that does. I doubt it. Sundays I've been trying to use as like a second day from doing anything. Because, like, y'all gotta understand, like, I get up at 7:30 every morning. Even on my days that I don't, like, go to work. And then I'm usually either here on YouTube first thing in the morning... or YouTube Twitch, I should say. First thing in the morning, or I'm headed off to work, and then as soon as I get home, I'm also getting right back on YouTube and doing, you know, more stuff. Or, you know, I stream in the morning, then I go to work, and then I come home, and I'm either getting stuff set up for, you know, the stream for the next day, or I'm, you know, just overall, like, I do a lot. Or I'm playing games with Devin, and whether that's Call of Duty or what have you. I'm doing something. There's the fire tar that we needed for that quest. Oh, really? 2 of you? Really? Jeez. So many people. I tell you what, there's not many classes though that would have been able to take on all of that at one go without going down. Ooh, his mount is booking it. He had enough money to get it upgraded already. That is what I'm waiting on right now. Alright, so we need one more of those guys. We need 3 more Thornweavers. And then we'll be done with this quest. Okay, can I get a Thornweaver all by its lonesome, please? Trying not to get that hunter aggroed, but he is just trying to aggro me, bud. There. Alright. It says I need more plane striders. Plane striders I can find on the way back to town. Let's just turn this part in. Let's make sure that that tar does not have a timer on it. It does not. Yay. I need more melee skills, man. Need more. Or I need lightning bolt to come off, or the cast time of lightning bolt to be faster. One of the two needs to happen, because like having lightning bolt take so long to cast while we wait for the cooldowns on this is just ridiculous.
Glory to the Horde.
And now we need to go take out kitty cats, I think.
What do you need? For the Horde. Dabu.
Okay. 30 more minutes. I'm trying to get as much as I can done. The downside is tank shaman, don't get me wrong, I like the tank shaman. It's just it's slow, man. If we had access to more like filter unavailable. So like flame shock, frost shock, we get at level 20, lightning bolt, searing totem, fire nova, chain lightning, we get at 24, does not really help us. Earth shock. Here we go. Enhancement, flame tongue, water breathing, fire resistance, lightning shield, rock biter, stone skin, farsight, flame tongue weapon, water breathing, astral recall, grounding totem. Gotta start paying attention where I'm running. Wind Fury weapon. Wind Fury totem. Bloodlust, we get at 60. Good lord. And then that's all healing stuff. So, we don't really get any more weapons. Or melee weapon skills. So, Warlock and a Druid, I wonder if they're... Warlock's level 20. I'll be honest, at this point, I can't really tell if we're doing more or less damage than we were with the int gear. Like, obviously, Lightning Bolt was doing more damage with the int gear, just because it's int gear. It's designed to do more damage with skills that scale off of intelligence. But, that being said, I cannot tell if we are blocking or dodging or any of that stuff more with the agility gear either. That's simple. That's, like, here. Just transmog. I guess. Oh, got a priest sitting right here. Mystic enchant right here. We already have this one though. Heavy thunder. I'm just doing normal hardcore because they are doing a big challenge deal where we get way more resources and whatnot if we can complete the standard hardcore. So just to kind of show you, so we're getting this right here, which is going to be 500 marks of ascension. We're getting 250 gold. They've changed it a little bit, but we're getting a bunch of stuff for doing regular hardcore right now. So this is for warrior. Your thunderclap deals 20% damage when using a single two-handed weapon. Hitting a single target with thunderclap will cause your next thunderclap to gain 40% increased critical strike chance and cost no rage. Just doing regular hardcore. You. Come here. And we're waiting for the big guy to spawn here, if I remember correctly. I don't see where he died, though. So he should be spawning any moment. Krinig Snarl Scout or Snout or whatever. Hey, more the merrier, man. More the merrier. There are a lot of people going on right now, so just bear that in mind. Dang, priest hit that guy for like half health. Did y'all see that? Holy cow. I wonder what kind of level 18 priest this is. Inspect. Light and shadow. Critically strike chance of your smite is increased by 8% on targets affected by your shadow ward pain. In addition, the duration... We can go ahead and leave party. Oh, I still need geomancers? Oh no. I was not paying attention to that part. Oh well. Gotta be careful over here. There is a rare with it. It spawns, spellcaster rare, and he does a metric ton of damage. So be mindful when you're over here trying to fight these guys. Just need 4 more. Go run over to this other side and see if that's where it is. I can choose to become immortal, or am I always... Yes, this is Bronzebeard, and what do you mean by choose to become immortal? What? I don't... I don't know what you mean by that. What's up, Hunter? Sometimes I don't like the hunters, but yes, this is on Bronzebeard. And Marion, I don't, I don't know what you mean. Become immortal. What do you? I'm confused by that. Just need 2 more Geomancers. I think they made no longer hardcore, so you won't hit deleted. Yes and no. So when you hit level 60, you have the ability to be, to like prestige and stuff like that. But here's the thing, like if this guy dies, I don't have to delete the character. I can continue on, I'm just no longer hardcore. So it's not like retail hardcore where you die, you delete. It allows you to, like, if I die, all that really happens is this moniker right here goes away, and the challenge here will say that I failed. And then I would have to create a new character in order to jump back into hardcore if I die. Correct. You would just not get any of the perks for hitting level 60 at that point. Now, what I've been doing in the past is just deleting the character and starting all over again, because that, to me, just makes more sense. If you die, it's hardcore, you're dead. I treat it like Diablo 2, right? In Diablo 2, if you make a hardcore ladder character, it's not, oh, I died, I just go to softcore ladder. No. Your character's dead. So that's kind of how I treat this, but that's not how the game mechanic is set up. You can do any of the, let me pull this up. You can do any of these challenges, and if you fail any of these challenges, you just revert back to a normal character. That's it.
Strength and honor.
Which gives me more monies. This one does.
Strength.
Don't need to report to godlike. So, level 17. Alright, let's vendor all this nonsense we have and see if we have enough to upgrade our mount speed.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Don't need you. Don't need you.
May the eternal sun guide you.
Bestial Wrath.
Hey. Be careful.
I can tell you we're going to go to a, probably a tank druid if this guy bites the... Wow, we still have no money. What is going on, man? Usually by this point, I easily have 3, 4, 5, 6 gold. Something like that. You know what? That's the thing, man. I've seen a lot of warriors. Like, a lot of warriors. I may have to steal some gold off my other characters just so that I can get a better mount speed for this guy. I'm tired of moving slow. No, I mean, run whatever you want. You like it's whatever you want to play. If you're doing hardcore, that eliminates being able to do dungeons and Mana Storm. So, yep, Paladin would be good. That's why I highly recommend, like, if you're gonna do any hardcore challenge, my biggest recommendation is to pick a class that has high survivability, mediocre damage, and the ability to offset damage. So like Shaman with its tank form now. Oh, that was not what I wanted at all. Or Paladin's a good choice. Druid is a good choice. Because all of them have the ability to self-heal, tank, and do damage, so... You could. I don't know why you would want to risk doing a dungeon with other hardcore characters, because all it takes is one person not paying attention, and either the whole party dies or one person dies. But yes, it's possible. You can run into dungeons. You just can't queue for them. So, like, if I go to Dungeon Finder here... Oh, if I don't lag out the whole computer. Please don't lag out, because the last time the whole game lagged. So you can see... I cannot queue for a dungeon or a Mana Storm, but if I group up with 4 other people that are doing hardcore, and we're, you know, hey, we're really, really good, then absolutely you can do dungeons. You just have to run to them. You can't queue for them. So bear that in mind. If if you really want to, you can do dungeons. I'd make sure that everybody knows their setup is either running heirloom gear so that they have higher than normal stats. If you've got somebody that has like a maxed out enchanter or something of that nature so you can get some decent enchants on, I would recommend that. And then any food buffs you can run. But yeah, absolutely, you can do dungeons. Alright, now I guess we can go up and start doing harpies. Because once we turn this in, I believe we get the raptors.
What do you need?
Nope, prowlers, which are still up this way anyway. If you're gonna do dungeons, what I would recommend is if you can find 2 people that you really, really, really trust to know their stuff, know how to heal, know how to tank, and somebody with mass damage. In hardcore mode, there's actually 2 different ones that require dungeons. You have Boss Blitz. So this requires you to go before each level. You have to take out a certain boss. The hard ones are going to be these top dungeons here. This, you can have an entire party. So, then there's one, let's see here, if I can find it. There's Paranolair and then the Holy Trinity. These are also for dungeons. This requires only 2 people. This requires only 3 people. And then you have Boss Blitz, which requires a whole 5-man group. So if you've got 5 people that you want to do, knock yourself out. You're going to get Sigil of the Graves, which is a non-combat pet. You'll get the prestigious cash. You'll get a whole bunch of bullion here. You get 45k marks of Ascension. So, yeah. I mean, go for it. We may pick up the last quest if there are enough people doing this to where we can just run in, steal the banner, and run out. It looks like somebody's activated it, or this is just stuck like it was last time.
Samsung, go forth to victory.
It's because you're standing in the lightning, you special priest. Who else is out here doing the mushrooms? Ooh, I can do that without changing back into my Tauren form. How nice. It's almost like the travel form for druids. And there is a enchant over this way, mystic enchant for warriors, I believe. We'll go pick it up. That shield right there, Pilfered Shield, I believe is actually a mystic enchant, not a world forged item. If memory serves me correctly. Oh, you're a... Revengeful block. Dealing damage with revenge reduces the cooldown of shield block by 1 second per target hit. I must have missed the one that requires me to take on the raptors. Oh well. Not worried about it. I can always pick it up later. Alright, 8 minutes. We'll work on getting more of the bracers, and then we'll just have to hearth back to town, because we'll have to get off, start getting ready for our daytime job, so to speak. By the way, if you guys enjoy the content and you want to see more hardcore content, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It lets me know I do a good job, but it also lets you guys know when I post videos or go live. It's just an all-around good way to make sure that we're all on board. Did you start your heart date? Yes, ZZ. That's what I'm on right now. We are on our current hardcore. We're doing a tank shaman. That's what this dude is. Can you use looms? Yes. Yes, you can. What you have to do first, this is where a lot of people make mistakes when they're trying to use heirlooms or any of that stuff with this, is you have to make sure you accept the challenge first. Then you can go open up your heirlooms and accept quests. If you try to do it the other way, where you go get all kitted out and then try to go get the challenge started, it won't let you, because it'll say that you've already opened stuff and accepted quests and all that fun stuff. So you have to do it first, then you can get your heirlooms out and all that fun stuff. All good, all good. I can't tell you how many times I made that mistake in the past. So I just figured I'd throw that info out there. Alright, that's done. We'll go take up some kitty cats on our way, and we've got the boss over here that we need to see if he's available to take out. Seeing as that troll's running over there, though, I don't think we'll make it in time to take him out. Ooh, which one is this? Crackling Flames. Casting Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, or any shock spell reduces the current cooldown of Fire Nova by 1 second. Garbage. We'll use up some time. Hope that this spawns. I'm really not going to try to take it from this guy, but like... Dang. Increases health. Increases agility. Another agility. Nature damage. Mark of the Wild. I'll help, even though it's not gonna help. I like his motorcycle. And yes, I agree. It is faster to click on him and go, what are you doing? But it's also more polite to just say, hey, are you doing hardcore? Invite me, that kind of stuff. But I would, but there hasn't been anybody to group up with long term. So, like, we've grouped up with a couple people, but most of the people we're running into are not doing hardcore. So it's been kind of a bummer. ZZ. I would love to group up with people. It would make this a little easier. If I was going to do that, though, like, it would be one of those things where I would love to group up with people, but we set up a full team. Or have, like, a nice, like, mashup of, like, what we're trying to do. The problem is like, Devin is hardly ever on because he's got other things going on. Being married, having kids, ugh. But, like, it's just one of those things where, you know, as much as I would love to have some, you know, people to play with, it's really hard to especially with my schedule, find people that can do it. Awesome. What character are you thinking about going? By the way, do you know if you can bubble hearth on hardcore? As a paladin, I don't know. I assume so. It's not like they've changed any of the mechanics. If you can bubble hearth normally, then you can bubble hearth while in hardcore. All hardcore does is make it to where you cannot... Don't just stand there, Pally. Like, come on, you got people beating on you. But all it does is make it to where if you die, you don't get any of the benefits. It doesn't really change how your skills behave. So, if you're able to bubble hearth before, you should be able to bubble hearth yet again. Let's take out the kitty cats. We'll run a little bit behind schedule on this. Because I just want to make it to the end so that I can sit and rest. I may come home tonight and do some more work on this guy. It'll probably be off camera, so hopefully I don't die. But that way you guys aren't just having to see me do the same old stuff that I've done a gazillion times before. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Prestige plus challenge is 600k, I think. Probably. I know right now we're getting like 500k just for completing it on a character. Though, if I remember correctly, I don't know. You would have to see if it's available. I could have sworn they said something about making a new character to do it, so I'm not sure if it shows up on a prestige character. I have not tried. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Because they said in their announcement for it, it specifically said, make a new character. It's just regular hardcore, by the way. It's not a special hardcore. Did not see both of them. Boom! We just need a couple more kitty cats. We can run down that way, and then I could just hearth up. When I get home tonight, I'll probably do the harpies and just try to finish up some stuff, unless Devin's able to get on with me tonight. And then we may figure out what he's trying to make and go from there. Is Priest good for hardcore? I mean, Priest actually has, if you go Shadow Priest, you've got decent damage, you've got bubbles for yourself, you've got healing for yourself. I mean, I would say it's good. There is a combat healer priest. Wait a minute, that didn't give me my last one. Yeah, I agree. Unless you've never played it before, so you don't have any, like, you don't know what kind of build you're trying to go, or like that dude bit the dust. He was probably trying to take out the, druid guy. Yeah, that one right there. Oh, no, that's a Savannah Prowler. Crazed Druid, level 14. You accidentally pull that guy if you're not ready for it, you're toast. Okay, Warlock knows what he's doing. I wouldn't go with any character you don't have Mystic Enchants for, or don't know kind of roundabout where you're trying to go. I can see the builds and the rotations are easy. For Priest, yeah, it's Smite. Let's go turn this in, and then we'll go turn in the other stuff. Yeah, priest is basically spam smite and hope not to go
Loktar. Go with honor.
Oh. Let me up. There we go.
What do you need?
I mean, on Shadow is something different, but yes, 1/1/1. Mind Seer, Mind Blast. Yeah. I mean, Priest, like I said, Priest can be really fun. I haven't messed too much with the Priest. Hunter is also nice, but I don't know if I want to play later. I had a ton of fun playing, like, I maxed out a 60 Hunter. Oh, it's survival. So in dungeons, I don't run a pet. Outside of dungeons, I run a pet, even though I lose a little bit of damage. But going melee to where I can, you know, run at targets and blow them up in the face with an explosion arrow and smack them with a whole bunch of different melee options. I thought that was a little fun.
What is it? What now?
And then his next quest, I believe, takes us to Thunder Bluff, which I don't want to do.
Loktar. Go with honor.
That's the last quest line for her to do Ichiaki or whatever. Hello? Who killed the Taran?
The winds guide you.
Dang, I was hoping we were gonna hit 18 before getting off. I know what we can do. I know exactly what we can do. Let's go. Book. Train all. First aid. This will level us. Do you have some agile build like kiting and maybe have a pet? I mean, you can if you want to go that route. Here, I can show you my hunter real quick. Give me a second.
Something special.
Let's empty bags real quick so I don't forget to do that later. Okay, now I can delete all that.
At your back.
We'll take a couple extra seconds. Hold on 1 second. Who the heck is Ronald? But I'll show you my melee hunter and let's see here. Boo, boo, boo. So this dude right here is, at least last time I played him, hopefully I haven't messed it up somehow, but if I remember correctly, he was survival. Should still be survival, I believe. Yeah. So here you go. This is my survival hunter. I don't have any add-ons on. But basically, I have Mongoose Bite. I have it as a macro, so that when I use Mongoose Bite, it automatically changes what I'm tracking. You know, I do use a pet because I'm using the Flanking Strike on it. Mystic enchants. This is 100% complete here. We're using Fire Trap. We use Aspect of the Beast, so increases the attack power bonus of your Aspect of Beast for you and your pet by 2 additional. I have Focused Fire, so all damage caused by me is increased by 2% while your pet is active, and the critical strike chance of your pet and special abilities is increased by 20% while Kill Command is active. So it's just a little bit of a burst. I run Careful Aim. This is a crossover talent, increases your ranged attack power by an amount equal to 100% of your total intellect. Technically, this only affects both my Explosive Shot and my Black Widow Strike, because these count as ranged skills, even though they are set for melee because of my Mystic Enchants. Mortal Shots increases the critical strike damage bonus of your ranged abilities. Again, this is procced off of both of these by 30%. And then Explosive Shot increases critical strike chance of Explosive Shot by 8%. So just means my Explosive Shot does even more damage on top of all of that. We're running Charged Up. This changes Explosive Shot into Explosive Shot Charged Up, which is the melee range, even though it still counts as a ranged skill. I run Quickfire Tactics, which is for lock and load. Reduces the cooldown on lock to load to 8 seconds. Your steady shots and auto shots reduce the cooldown of Flare Strike by 1 second. I don't think I use Flare Strike. But lock and load is actually a really good thing to have. Black Widow Strike. This is the biggest pain in the butt to get out of this entire build, but well worth it. Again, it just changes Black Arrow into Black Widow Strike so that you get increased damage over time, all that fun stuff. And then I run Explosive Charge, which helps our Explosive Shot. Your Explosive Shot deals 25% of its damage split to other enemies within 5 yards. That changes it into an AoE. If you don't want to go with Explosive Charge, you could go with like Deadly Bite if you're going to run Deadly Bite. You could run Flare Strike if you want to do that, since we are using this here. Fire a flare that exposes any hidden invisible enemies within 10 yards for 2 seconds. When it expires, a rain of arrows is called down, dealing 394 fire damage. Enemies hit are slowed by 30% and take 10% more damage. This is good for PvP primarily, but you can use this in dungeons as well. I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of this or take a picture with your phone, but this is what I run for my talents. So, pretty upfront. I do have a build, if I remember correctly, build video that I had done on this guy here. But this just, I mean, it makes it very quick. Like I said, I run a macro for my Mongoose Bite so that it automatically switches what I'm tracking. Like, right, the last thing I hit with this guy was an Elemental. Yeah, pretty much. Nah, I will go Shadow. I have all that I need for Shadow. Okay, yeah, no, not a problem. I mean, get lock and load up, so I get to do that 3 times. It doesn't feel very fast, but I tell you, when you're in a dungeon doing damage, it does quite a bit. So, and having the macro to change, let's see, go passive, please. Having the macro where my tracking changes based on what I'm attacking is so much better. I recommend that macro regardless of what you're running. It says I have skills that, you know, Scorpion Sting. Alright, weird. So, yeah, I highly recommend that. And then the other build that I've already maxed out is an arcane mage. So, but I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not subscribed to the channel or subbed like ZZ is, I do not run a hardcore guild, Blowfish. I haven't had enough people on all at one time to be able to even have a guild. So there's that. But if you are not subbed or followed me like ZZ is, please, please, please make sure that you are following me on Twitch, if that's where you're seeing me at, or sub to me on YouTube. It does one of two things. One, it lets me know I'm doing really good, but more importantly, it lets you guys know when I go live. We are doing hardcore challenges. Once Ascension's COA comes back up, we will be over on that. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, have fun, but more importantly, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out, heroes.